So what we did was we did a gap analysis. We looked at what we have already, and we looked at what we needed. So what we already have, as Minister Kathleen Wynne mentioned earlier, is we have quite a solid foundation of provincial and regional policies for municipalities, and to which our planning and infrastructure decisions need to adhere. I won't go over this, you're all familiar with it. Provincial policy statement, growth plan, accessibility for Ontarians with Disabilities Act, and of course the regional Metrolinx big move. These all call for walking and cycling and transit to be integral parts of the transportation system, that they be attractive choices for people, and that we need more transit pedestrian-friendly streetscapes and improved amenities for walking and cycling to increase the modal shares in order to accommodate the growth in population and employment that's coming to our region. So in Toronto, we already have in existence the official plan, environment plan from 2000, bike plan, charter, the medical officer's call to action on physical activity, the accessibility design guidelines, bike streets, streetscape manual, and the walking strategy. So these documents are that first category of vision, policy, and directions. They speak to supporting all road users, and they ask that streets be designed to perform their diverse roles, to balance the needs of existing and future users, and to ensure that safe, attractive, and convenient conditions exist for pedestrians and cyclists, especially for safe routes to schools, those community hubs and centers, and transit. So what we need in Toronto, given the solid policy basis that exists, and as we heard from Councillor Minnie Wong, the political support for pedestrians, cycling, and transit, we need to focus our efforts on what is, from a customer service and quality perspective, how can we better design and construct projects to meet the needs of all road users. So we're focusing on the second category. Like other jurisdictions, how are we incorporating state-of-the-art multimodal software tools in traffic planning and development review? In April 2011, just recently, this month, the Highway Capacity Manual, and the Highway Capacity Manual basically, it's apparently the bestseller of all the publications of the Transportation Research Board, over 16,000 copies. It contains a set of methods and procedures, as mentioned, for evaluating the performance of street facilities in terms of quality of service and level of service. It's used by traffic engineers, traffic planners, and transportation planners when doing the work to plan infrastructure projects. So what we're proposing is that we make sure that we use the state-of-the-art tools, that we do more data collection and evaluation, taking our cue from the retail and economic development sectors to look at the benefits of things like customer footfall, and like Dave was saying, when you exchange one car spot for 10 customer spots for cyclists, what are the economic benefits? Toronto also needs to build on its streetscape manual, which only covers the boulevard. That's the section of land between the building to the curb, but we don't have anything on innovative designs for the roadway itself from curb to curb yet. Cities like Seattle, Portland, and New York City have this menu of street design options to fit different contexts and to meet all the different road users' needs, and also looking at increased tools for public education and engagement. So what have we been doing? What are we doing? In the last couple of years, there's been a recognition that the city could do better pre-planning, and this resulted in the creation under our Deputy City Manager, a concept called the Major Capital Infrastructure Coordination Office. The role of this office, and has different interdivisional working groups, is to ensure that all city divisions and, for example, the TTC are working together to problem solve and deliver on work in the right way, to ensure that best practices are being adopted. We're also in the process of updating our transportation impact study guidelines, and we'll be looking at how to incorporate the latest software from the Highway Capacity Manuals 2010 that will include pedestrian, cyclists, and multimodal level of service tools. Other software tools that we would be interested in looking at are, for example, at Union Station, in its revitalization, Eric Consulting has their own proprietary mass motion software that looked at the improved opportunities for pedestrian flows. They're also in the United Kingdom, intelligent space, and space syntax. These are software tools that can predict behavior and look at the needs of friendly planning. We're also looking at expanded traffic counts that, for example, last fall's bike corridor count and the evaluation of our pilot pedestrian zones. We're also looking at context-specific right-of-way design elements. Right now, it's on a project-by-project basis. For example, through the John Street environmental assessment, looking at Market Street's options, Front Street, Etobicoke Center, and Scarborough Center. Through those projects, we're hoping to collect that menu of innovative design options that we can then apply when new situations come up, and our technical services can have those at their fingertips. We're also looking at ways, for example, to do things like sidewalk extensions more cost-effectively. When you want to take a curb and expand the sidewalk, often the issue that comes up is the relocation of catch basins, which can be quite expensive. There's several to move. Innovative products and design specifications where you can extensively the cover of a catch basin over top and reduce your costs for things like sidewalk extensions. I'm sure this is super exciting, but in fact, these are the things that we really are trying to push so that we can create more projects with our limited resources and also meet green standards. So for public and professional engagement, we're looking at developing new tools. We have in draft form a community walkability audit tool, and we have a draft internal on what's called Traffic 101 or Traffic School. New York City has something called the Department of Transportation Academy. This is equipping the community with tools to effectively have a dialogue with public works, with ourselves, in coming up with solutions and options to transportation issues in their communities. With these new tools and better process business practices, there are benefits to all of our users: better delivery and quality of projects, more customer-friendly responses, and avoiding redesigns and project delays. As mentioned, there's a great report by the San Francisco Office of the Controller. So we're looking forward to working with and exchanging best practices with our colleagues in the private and nonprofit sectors across the area of Toronto. And we're really looking also for the province and the transit agencies to also look at their engineering and design standards and how access is provided to transit hubs to facilitate cycling, convenient, comfortable, safe movement of cyclists and to transit facilities. This second level of tools also is applicable to other agencies and to the province as well, and we're looking forward to working with other partners in developing these. So thanks, and I hope I didn't bore you too much with a very technical or less than inspiring presentation compared to me.